I think you see that matched up there formal as well. He's going to be rocking that. So that fight, you see the map fly through coming in. Throwback hardpoint about to get underway here on Championship Sunday. Optic Gaming versus FaZe Clan, map number 1. Over to the casters.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. FaZe Clan finally going. It has been 14 months since the last time we saw this battle on land, and you've got a big smile on your face.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but we will finally have our answer for who is the top team, Optic Gaming or FaZe Clan. Coming off the break, we're on board with Scumpy.
Let's get it, folks. Scump will begin to push right towards middle map. He's got the weapon that in hardpoint this weekend seems to be the weapon that works for him. That OSA, such a high rate of fire, probably most similar to a submachine gun in the current meta. Off the break, it is Optic Gaming with early hardpoint control as they are completely outslaying their opponents.
Yeah, you know, these guys are going to be fresh. They just finished playing on this exact same map, and they are continuing their dominance on it. Formals, he's just been hanging inside the hill the entire time. He's not expected necessarily to do the OJ work, but he has done just that. OG with that early 21-0 lead.
They actually did have the spawns for this new hardpoint, but nice job to FaZe. Get 4 dead for the second. They're going to have to push through towards this barn side. Chance, how do you want to see him retake this? Should they just flood right through this underpass area, go towards Lemon right now? It seems like Optic Gaming actually want to bring the pressure to them, and OG wipe FaZe off the map.
And more importantly, they're able to keep the spawns as well. So they get that clean 4 down. FaZe is going to spawn even farther back. So the initial time definitely going to go towards that green side. Of course, FaZe, though, you see they're all flooding down Lemon side with the exception of one. I think that, of course, well, it's going to be Zuma on the flank. No surprise there. Still, though, FaZe, all that pressure coming in from the side, and all 3 players going to pick a kill up. Karma not going to be able to do anything. Zuma gets that cleanup kill, a perfect break from FaZe Gaming.
This is what you wanted to see, man. They get a clean break. These two teams so evenly matched on the retake. Now Clayster expecting the pressure to come in. 1 grenade misses. Shots, though, just over the shoulder of the first player who charged on in. Zuma can't clean up the backside, and now Attach pushing in from the side barn door. His teammate does get one. Second challenge comes into play, just playing his life for the second. 39-36, the score at the moment. It's about to be a tied game as we begin the rotation towards this third hardpoint.
And really, kills have been traded back and forth pretty effectively on both sides. It's just FaZe, for the majority of that, had the better response. Of course, though, OG trying to get that scrap time. There is that final gunfight for it. Attach is going to come out on top. Meanwhile, though, the rotation is over. Karma's the one that has to get down these lockdown lanes. He's only able to pick up one. Scump, though, is going to be there for the trade. So again, it is going to be Optic Gaming coming out on top of that rotation battle.
Enable trying to play this close corner with the OSA. Not going to work there as Karma makes them pay for some missed shots early on. Both teams so evenly matched at the moment. Hardpoint contested for a brief second as 3 line up for Scump. Now 7 and 6. And when he is on point, Optic Gaming are a completely different team. Scump wipes out all of FaZe. And now the crowd's getting behind him here. You got to love it, Chance. You've got all of Old Men of Optic in the venue. You got Rain, Apex watching online. Their boys are playing as they've now moved to their new house in LA. So much on the line. Everyone happy for this battle to be back on the main stage.
An incredibly close game so far. That's going to be 3 down in favor of FaZe. Make it 4. Formal is going to fall as well. And you see a split spawn actually coming in from Optic. Clayster is able to block it. So you see Crim6 all the way across the map. Going to be coming up behind some players. But again, Optic Gaming with that early rotation, they do have that early control. However, FaZe has been very good so far at breaking these setups.
Yeah, it's Clayster who's going to be the first one here for FaZe Clan, just trying to play this off angle, catch Optic Gaming off guard. They're trying to both challenge him at the same time, but look at how much attention he's drawing over here, Chance. Optic Gaming sending 3 players to try to cut him down. Clayster gets the help of Enable and Attach, and it's another clean break for FaZe. They're still up by 10. Enable now 12 and 8. He's on a 3 streak. The guy is stepping up when his team needs him to.
Yeah, and right there you saw Clayster was timing his aggression perfectly. Picks up a kill, doesn't push for anything, waits for his team to help him out. And that's a clean 4 down. Optic Gaming just sprinting into those gunfights. And you see how far up the map FaZe is already trying to push the hold back OG. Still, though, they are going to break through, if not just for the moment. And it actually looks like Attach is going to give up this scrap time just for a moment. Or he can challenge, but he's going to be running into quite a few players, and he is going to get his life taken.
If you are just tuning in for the first time this weekend, right before this event, patch goes out, an update to Throwback Hardpoint comes in. The Lime Hardpoint removed. We will now reset at middle map. At the end of the first rotation, we've got ourselves a 10-second game as Attach gets 2, rewinds and tries to challenge the third. He gets the help of Clayster there to clean him on up. Chance, biggest takeaway for you from this first rotation, as we've got quite the close game?
Well, similar to what we saw when OG was playing E6 on the first hard point, they're doing everything right for the rotations, but they just can't hold any of their setups. They're just not winning the gunfights when they need to most. Of course, though, with those rotations, they're getting the early time, so still a very tight game, but you win that battle, got to make sure to pick up the kills. Meanwhile, Attach is doing just that, able to pick up 2, getting himself inside the hard point.
It's what you love to watch, man. 8 of the most fun lobby, so even so far, as Scump does get the better of Attach there. Immediately traded on out, though, by FaZe as they look to get the scrap time. The silver lining for Optic Gaming fans, though, they already have control of this back market area. They have players inside Barn, but this is what you're talking about, Chance. These are the gunfights that OG have to win, and as we talk about it, they go 3 dead. The 4th player's been spotted. It's Scump all by himself trying to make a miraculous play. It won't work out. Optic Gaming spawn out yet again.
Well, we saw last time FaZe was able to send 3 players through this lemon flank, and right now all 4 Optic Gaming members are actually going to be doing that. So going to see what they can pull off. Karma's able to win one god fight back, but then you just see FaZe is able to slay them all out. Crim6 was the last alive and attaches there, gets the call out from the teammate and cleans up the kill. Again, Optic Gaming, they're just trying to flood, and that only is going to work when you're winning all of your gunfights, and they are struggling for the moment.
You think back to when these teams battled it out so often in Advanced Warfare, it was Zuma and Attach, the duo, who made it possible for FaZe to challenge Optic Gaming so many times. Right now, they're combined for a +9 score line in the slaying department. FaZe with their largest lead of the game, now closing in on a full minute as Optic Gaming. All 4 players currently hovering around even slightly negative. They need someone to light the fire. Chance, who do you think it's going to be?
Well, Karma, he was the guy that had the hot hand against E6 for quite some time. Struggling to pick up that kill. FaZe was able to take that one down, and that is an instant break. Now 60 points separate these 2 teams. That is a full hill's worth of time. And again, FaZe still in control of this match.
And Zuma and Attach are still staying hot. You can hear the crowd now getting behind FaZe. Optic Gaming fans are quiet in the venue. They know their team cannot hold a hard point for the life of them right now as Enable gets turned on by Scump. He returns the favor. It's another 3-piece at this underpass hard point. OG, they look to get the scrap time. If they get this chance, they'll be down by about 30 seconds. FaZe, though, they have their eyes set at this baseball hard point. They have the back bathroom spawns, control of bowling as well. They want to try to shut the door on this next hill, Chance.
Yeah, and last time they had this baseball field hill, it took about 3 pushes before Optic Gaming was able to break through, and they were doing that from the blue side of things. Now, of course, they're going to be pushing for bowling. Still, though, FaZe only has 2 players inside the hill. However, Enable's going to be able to pick up one. The camo's causing all sorts of problems. However, Crim6 is going to get traded out, so the camo not all too useful. However, you see from the blue spawns, Optic Gaming is able to come and retake control of this hill.
Camo used by both teams right there. Clayster still has his overdrive ability, but Optic Gaming got the break they need. But the question that has remained this entire map, how long can they hold for? Karma with 1, nearly gets the second. Not going to happen there. As Zuma is pinching in from this baseball side, it does appear FaZe get another break. It's the same thing happening over and over. Optic, maybe they get a break, but they don't hold a chance for more than 10-15 seconds.
Well, both teams right there kind of struggled with blocking spawns, so they basically had a natural spawn to where they would be instantly pinching on the hill. Both Optic Gaming and FaZe, we saw the same thing. Either way, though, FaZe, they are going to get those final couple seconds of scrap time, and again, they have a decent-sized lead. However, Optic Gaming trying to do everything they can to make sure they get the rotation.
FaZe currently outslaying by 13 kills, Chance. When Optic Gaming have looked best in hardpoint, it's because they're commanding the map. Right now, that is not the case. They need to change that up. Zuma looking to continue to carry this momentum. A 2-piece for him there. Good play. Back on down. Save this reactive armor for a more important engagement. He wins the one-on-one as well. He cannot be stopped. 197 to 147. FaZe in full control.
And if he's able to pick up another kill or 2, he can use the reactive just to get streaks. Not even just to break a hard point. Still 350 away. Has another gunfight inside. Going to elect to push a little bit farther in, try to pick up more players. But again, this is the middle hard point, and FaZe is locked down nearly all of the time. Just 250 away from the Chinny Rocket. Has a gunfight in front, doesn't pop the armor, and he is going to fall still, though, FaZe with a very nice lead.
I think that's a sign of a great player right there, though. Don't waste that reactive armor. Use it for a more important scenario. Clayster will actually use his overdrive to get in towards this granny's house. He'll stay alive for the moment. FaZe now within 41 seconds of winning this game. It's a full 1-minute lead still, as Optic Gaming's opportunities to come back in this game are dwindling. FaZe are still doing every single thing right. Optic now pushing from field as they're getting desperate to get to this hard point.
Well, they do have the pinch coming out on the hill, but again, they're not winning any of their gunfights. Scump is the closest one. You see Crim6 is working on the pinch. Still, FaZe playing just 25 points away from ending this game. Optic Gaming, they need to get inside and at the very least contest, and that is exactly what's going to happen. But no! Attach is able to pick up 2 inside the hill. He just went on a 5 streak, all important kills.
You saw right there, Zuma did pop that reactive armor to try to turn around and take down Crim6. Scump doing everything he can so far this game inside the objective. He's still staying alive, pops a reactive armor of his own. There's 2, maybe the 3rd as well. The king has come to life. As Scump wipes out 3, he gets the scrap time, and now he's earning streaks of his own. Can this be the catalyst Optic Gaming need to mount the incredible comeback here in game number 1? Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is the CWL Vegas Open. For the first time in 14 months, we see FaZe Clan battle against Optic Gaming on the main stage. Right now, it's all FaZe, but Scump is looking to take matters into his own hands as he's fully streaked out.
Yeah, he's going to have 12 points away from winning. It is going to be very... Attach has streaks of his own, by the way. Only able to pick up 1, and OG still able to retain control of this hill. But again, these are the gunfights that matters most. Karma's able to pick up 1. That second player back close is going for the challenge as well. Attach is going to win that one. And now FaZe is inside. 10 seconds left, and the game is over.
Optic, instead of being able to rotate, they have to push this hill. Zuma now within 5. Scump calls in the streaks. This might actually hurt his teammates from getting in. No, I do believe they get a body for a second. It's Clayster near this hard point. 247. Is anybody going to make it for Optic Gaming? It doesn't appear so. 1 player in. It is Scump that keeps him alive for just a brief moment. Oh my goodness, Chance. The stage is set. Optic need the best hold they have had in Infinite Warfare if they want to win this game. 248 to 205. It's absolutely possible, but they need the COD gods on their side.
Well, FaZe is taking their time to set up, but Scump is going to be able to call out all those players. Clayster, though, wins the first gunfight. Scump, with his streaks, able to pick up 1. 1 player from FaZe has been able to sneak around back. That's a gunfight go in favor of Optic Gaming. 25 points away, and they will make the comeback.
Streaks being used perfectly by Scump. The first gunfight won again by the green wall. Scump turns around. He's got help from Crim6 and crew. Is this going to happen, Chance? 248 to 235. FaZe have 1 final push. Entry kill by Enable. Karma can't answer back. Zuma and crew storming on in. FaZe have done it. 250 to 238. And oh my God, this series does not disappoint. The hype from Attach and crew as they know how important that map 1 was.
What a game we just saw. That final push, coordinated so efficiently. You saw all players spawning up on the blue side. They made sure the farthest guy back had time to get all the way up close, pushed it together. Crim6 almost was able to hold the line, but it just was not enough. 2 points. So difficult to keep people outside of that hill.
Scump was quiet for a part of that game, doing what he can inside the objective. He was -3, -4. At the end of that map, finishes 39 and 30. The streaks come into play. Impressive stuff from him. One thing you've got to make note of, typically Maven, very confident to say formal, the best Championship Sunday player. They're 23 and 35. They missed his slaying ability. As Optic were 1 push away from mounting an 80-second comeback in 3 hard points. Instead, it doesn't happen, and there's a look at Scump. He knows how close that one was. Still smiles, though, as these guys go ahead and get prepared for game number 2, Search and Destroy. So far this weekend, Crim6 a .62 S&D KD. Can he step it up here to bring Optic Gaming back into this series?
I would certainly hope so, because we've seen it before. Optic Gaming, they've been losing the first hard point pretty consistently so far this tournament. I think they actually have a 50% win ratio in the game mode. So it's one of those things where they've been in this position every single time they've played so far, and they've made the comebacks very frequently. So again, retaliation, S&D, it's going to be tough, but it's certainly doable.
Oh man, Greenwall fans, your team down 0-1 after FaZe take the first hard point by 12 seconds. I'm loving what we're seeing so far from the teams this weekend, Chance. My favorite part is I still cannot call who's going to win this event. Later on today, we have Aches in the winner's bracket finals on MLG Primetime going up against Rise Nation. There is still so much Call of Duty to be played, folks. We hope you're enjoying the coverage of the CWL Vegas Open presented by the PS4. Chance, looking ahead, though, in this series, is this now a must-win map for Optic Gaming, or?
Yes, 100%. Okay. So talking to Clayster, he'll even come forward and say, like, our respawn game is amazing. Our S&D needs to a little bit of like polishing work, right? It's not that they're bad at the game mode, but that is definitely their weakest point. So we saw how close the hard points are going to be.
Yeah, this is no secret that Optic Gaming have struggled in hardpoint this weekend. They have not looked as dominant as they once were in the past. And I can tell you one thing for sure, FaZe Clan love the game mode. There's a look at the squad getting prepared for game number 2, Retaliation, Search, and Destroy. I would love to see a sniper battle between Formal and Clayster. Both players have brought it out this weekend, mainly on Scorch, Search, and Destroy. But there is absolutely play for it here on Retaliation with the long sight lines near Bridge, near that lower street area. Chance, predictions for this map itself. Who do you think is going to be the player to go off for Optic Gaming to bring them back into this?
Karma in S&D last time around, I think he went 15-6. Now, it could be one of those things where he can continue that, or it can be another player to step up. And he kind of pointed out Crimsix with that 0.62 KD, I believe you said it was.
Yeah.
You're looking at Crim.
Well, here we go, folks. Rig draft has begun, which means we will be getting into the action here momentarily. Share the stream. Enjoy the enhanced viewing experience on MLG.tv/COD. The new program now coming on out, more in-depth stats than ever before. It is time for game number 2, Retaliation, Search, and Destroy. Oh man, I am excited for some S&D. The most intense moments in Call of Duty history come from this game mode. Off the break, it will be Zuma, Clayster, Enable, and Attach on the offensive side of things. And you know, the man who was doing it all that first map, Zuma, I'm going to watch him off the break.
Well, and one of the nice things about the bomb change that actually came in with the patch is you see both bomb sites gone to quite often. You see FaZe right now, they're going to be leaning towards A. And for the moment, Optic Gaming has absolutely no one watching. However, you can see players have already cleared out B, and it looks like number 8 on the minimap, Karma, is already rotating back to potentially help his friend. But FaZe is playing incredibly passive.
The few times I've watched Optic Gaming on this map, that has been their break in round 1. They send 3 down the arch stairs on defense. They have 1 hold the top hotel hallway. They're not going to find anything this time around. Jammer comes in, which does hit Zuma, so Optic have some information. They know at least 1 player is here by Bridge. How do they elect to rotate on over? You see here on your minimap, all 4 green arrows moving on in for Optic Gaming. They're expecting this pressure towards the A site from FaZe as first blood has yet to be struck.
Yeah, FaZe right now is ready for Optic to make a mistake. That's why they have entire map coverage instead of trying to get this bomb down. So that first blood is going to be key because right now all of Optic's presence is where they need to be over by this bomb. Crimsix nearly getting picked off as well, but still able to get just behind cover. Still, though, 24 seconds left. Bomb's got to go down soon.
And look, the time ticking down, which could favor either side, but it's almost like it's a clock winding down for Clayster to flank, and he misses a lot of shots there. 3 versus 3. Karma gets first blood. He's got the help of Crimsix. I'm still watching to see if Clay can win this one. No! It's Scump that gets the better of him. Go down.
Come on, Optic.
Patience pays off as they take that round and go up 1-0.
I mean, it really is just a great decision not to send anybody on the flank. You want to take these gunfights as a team, making sure you can trade them out. And again, you saw the setup from FaZe. They were waiting for someone
Optic for the win.
Push, and it just did not happen. And then they just didn't have enough time. They had to make something happen, and they just came up short. So saw one strategy in the books. We're going to see what OG decides to try and do on offense. Looks like they're going towards B.
We touched on how Crimsix struggled so far in the game mode this weekend. Currently 2-0, and Optic, they know the nade spots toward those arch stairs. They don't actually get anybody this time around. Karma will be the first one to challenge. He's got the help of Formal there, but it's Zuma striking first blood. All 3 kills for FaZe coming from this one. Man, there's the 4th as well. Tommy Papa lights out here in game 2.
Feeling confident as well. Has 2 players trapped in bike shot.
No.
Both are both there. Clayster's able to clean one up, so Scump is going to be trapped in. Gunfight comes out on top. Scump, there's just not much he can do in that situation. So FaZe getting back on the board, all because of that first blood from none other than Zuma.
Look at the amount of hits it took to kill him. 8 bullets spread across Attach, Enable, and then finally Clayster to close that one out 1-1. So far, the defensive side has been the winning side on Retaliation.
Optic lost hard point, but we are winning SD. Come on, Optic.
And you saw Clayster in that final kill cam with the 2 kills to close it on out. We'll watch him off the break to see how he holds off this lower street push.
Seems to be pretty much what we saw in the first time around. Very slow play and Optic Gaming, as you pointed out, pretty much the exact same strat. Flooding 3 people out towards B, getting back at least one of the
Fuck me, daddy.
So again, just waiting for someone to make a mistake. Snake. Now, that being said, the A bomb plan is going to be open as Clayster is going to fall on that flank, and that might be just enough motivation to not try and get this.
Getting up close and personal, the NV4 didn't stand a chance, but look, good attaching crew trying to flank this curve side. Does get shots into one. 3 versus 2 now for Optic Gaming, making it a 2v2 as there's no trade for Scump, so the 4v2 number advantage Optic Gaming had has now been eliminated, and that's going to force him to play from some awkward engagements. The objective has been planted. How does Attach play this one? He's going all the way.
Daddy, I want your dick.
He's going to need to come help. See, Enable is going to fall, but still Attach's position is not known, and he is in the best spot possible to clutch this one. He is going to get spotted, though, and Formal's going to waste no time.
Emoji face throwing a kiss. Emoji face throwing a kiss.
You know, the bags may have been retired, but there's a new way to let your opponents know you're saying hello. That's the salute. Crim6. He hasn't shown emotion since he was constructed in a warehouse at birth.
Emoji tongue, emoji tongue.
Wins Optic Gaming that round. I love a little banter, don't you, Chance?
A lot of banter, honestly.
Yes.
Great.
The more the merrier.
Be delightful to see. Salute feature. Pretty nice as well. Still, though, FaZe been nothing but defensive-sided wins, so they're going to be looking to tie this one up at 2-2. Optic Gaming going to be going back towards this B side, but FaZe is going to meet them right there. There's going to be a lot of gunfights going down. If anyone decides to challenge, players sliding across, getting aggressive as well. Karma's going to try and go to bedroom. He's going to get shot in the back, and no one's going to be there for the instant trade. However, they at least know where Zuma is.
I don't think they saw Zuma cross, so they had no idea he was playing under the scaffolding
Uma
side.
put my dick up you, your ass boy smile.
Doesn't work out this time around. High risk, high reward. Zuma basically gets gifted a kill there with Enable. 4 versus 2. Formal trying to even the numbers back out. Scump and Formal, the T2P duo. Seeing if they can convert their first offensive round of the game across the map. Is Formal possibly about to get in an engagement here? 2 versus 2. Formal now double positive.
I'll bend you over, put my dick in you, and make you moan.
It doesn't appear so, as on your minimap, FaZe players just trying to move together, while Optic Gaming have to focus on the objective.
Optic Gaming being very patient right now. They only have 30 seconds, and it looks like
I'm horny, babe.
Into the rotation. So FaZe is one step ahead for the moment, but it's going to come down to those gunfights. Formal's going to have a player right in front of him. Looks like Clayster's able to get that one. Scump there is there for the trade. 1v1 Scump with the Osa comes out on top. Is it T2P? I think it is.
Can you fuck me, daddy?
You're making me excited, my friend. Here's it is from Scump's perspective. Perfect shots to get the 2-piece. Optic Gaming clutch the 2v4. Those are rounds you cannot give away if you're FaZe Clan here on Championship Sunday.
Especially because that's the first offensive.
I'm naked, got you, bar.
So Optic Gaming again looking
Bye.
very strong to tie it this series, but they have a long way to go. FaZe have been playing very passively on offense so far, and it looks like they're going to be mixing the strats up. Heading mid-map, nice little spread. They have a player on top, Plaque. Zuma able to get the first blood. That's like his 3rd or 4th one, and all of that kill feed is red on the left side. Formal in the 1v4. He might be able to pick up one, but he's surely going to get traded out. He doesn't even get that.
That was easy for FaZe. Optic have done the same thing on defense 3 times in a row. So FaZe, instead of sending players to focus towards that
I'm
top
naked
area,
for you, baby.
say, we will beat you at your own game. They send 4 towards Bridge. They storm out the area, 4 towards Arch, storm out the area, wipe Optic Gaming off the map. Beautiful response from FaZe. And OG, they're now beginning to understand, okay, FaZe are adapting to what we're doing. I expect the next defense for Optic to be set up completely different.
Well, a problem right now Optic is going to have is how many first bloods has Zuma got? Like, that's what he's, like, built his reputation off in Search and Destroy. He's magical with that, and he's been consistent with it. This time, though, it is going to be Formal that strikes first. Zuma's going to go for the trade, and Crim6 is going to be there. The bait and switch coming in from Optic. Attached, though, it's going to even up the odds just a little bit. We saw a 2v3 clutch earlier.
You sound so hot. Emoji smiling face with heart-shaped eyes. Emoji smiling face with heart-shaped eyes. Wanna have sex?
Enable. What can he do from this spot? 3 of the best players in the history of Call of Duty alive against him. He's going to go ahead and check that top
I
angle
want
near
you.
Patio. 30 seconds remaining. Remember, in competitive, it is a 7.5 second defuse. There's the first blood and no trade. Scump and Formal both still alive as they're going to begin the rotation towards this bottom bike area. Enable sees one, but not going to happen. Optic Gaming close the door, now up 4-2.
Yeah, and the primary goal in a situation like that is just to try and get as many kills as possible, and if the opponent makes mistakes, then you actually try and clutch the 1v3. So you saw he was taking his time, checking his corners. It's just a tough situation to go in from the get-go. Either way, though, Optic Gaming, they've won the only offensive round so far, and they're looking to do the exact same.
If you're just tuning in, game one was close down to the wire, 250 to 238 for FaZe. Now, FaZe are on the back foot, though, having to fight from 2 rounds behind. And Chance, what did I say? Next defense, Optic going to change things up. It's exactly what they do. The arch strat no longer working, so they'll put a little bit more focus towards this top patio side.
Well, they're going to have 2 players up there right now. A lot of shots exchanging as well. Now, this bomb can likely get planted. There's still going to be a player for Optic creeping around top bedroom. That's going to be Scump. Glacier, though, he's going to be the player supporting his teammate. Looks like they're going to be potentially going to base before they get this bomb down. Scump, though, able to get the first blood on none other than Zuma. Scump's going to get the second as well. Not going to get
I
traded
want
out.
your juicy
Portal's in
dick.
a tough spot, but he's got the help from his teammates attached, though. He's able to pick up Karma on the exchange. Glacier's going to be able to pick up Prince 6, and this quickly turns into a 2 versus 2.
Listen, every single kill here is where I'm thinking action's going to develop. It doesn't wind up happening. 2v4 potentially for the side of FaZe as they're trying to match Optic Gaming. What can loadability, the perfect one for this scenario? Did he get spotted in top bedroom? I don't believe so. 20 seconds left. He's going to choose a site to go to, and well, we know more than they do. That is not the right one. Scump against Attach and Clayster. The world champions back in Advanced Warfare against arguably the best ever in Call of Duty. Scump challenges first. The OSA from this range, not what you want to have. He knows he's got to go from a different angle as he'll go ahead, back up, regen his health, and challenge again.
Well, I'm not sure if FaZe knows he has reactive either. If he could get close to him and challenge, he could easily get that 2-piece, because again, those players are just bunching up. Still, though, he does not have really nearly enough time to be able to pull this off. He's just trying to go for the pick, so not really going to see a round win out of this. But again, just wants to stay alive, not give the opponent too much. So looks like FaZe is going to be able to come out on top.
If you saw right there, FaZe never gave Scump an opportunity to take a one-on-one gunfight. There was always a second player challenging. And while that's about a minute of Scump staying alive, actually Clay does kill him in the end. And there you see the hype from Clayster. He is locked in and focused. As FaZe, they want this 2-0 series lead, Chance, but it's not going to be easy. Optic still have the round lead.
Going to have to continue it now. It's been said in the past that once you get to 4 rounds in Search and Destroy, that's where things really get difficult if you're the team that is behind. So again, Optic Gaming still favored. Got to win an offensive round, though. Really put the stamp on it.
Scump 7-4. He's been carrying the objective for Optic Gaming all weekend in Search and Destroy. And here's your mini map. Look at what FaZe are doing. It is time for a change of pace. And there's going to be one player in the back ready for this for Optic Gaming.
Please stop. I'm trying to enjoy watching my favorite team Optic play. I don't wanna get banned cause you're making weird remarks. If you continue, I will.
All the way in the back. Shots are going to go down. He's able to stay alive for just a moment. The player's going to challenge, though. Attach, able to clean that one up. The 4-man flank is successful still, though. 2v4. And you see, yep, Clayster, he was waiting for the rotation the entire time. Saw both those players cross. And you can see he's waiting for those red arrows to come up with him. He's not challenging. He's doing the smart thing. His teammates are there. Gives his position away, but Attach cleans up one. The other's going to fall shortly after. Perfect Search and Destroy right there from the FaZe clan.
I've got to clap it up for that. That is one of the best rounds of defensive Search and Destroy I have seen on Retaliation.
I muted you for 5 minutes now. Stop.
Right into the hand of FaZe, and now we've got ourselves a tied game, folks. Going into round number 9, Optic Gaming, they've given up 3 in a row as they've got to regain their control on the map. Clayster with this overdrive, and folks, it is about to get juicy. Clayster wants to make the impact. Doesn't spot the first one there. Another player challenging as they'll back up. They see the light of that sniper scope and do not want to challenge at all.
That would be a pretty key giveaway. You can see, though, 2 players have pushed up over towards that flat area. So FaZe does have pretty good positioning as well for being on offense. Scump, though, again, it's going to be Zuma that falls.
Go Scump, smile.
Loses the gunfight to Attach from that close range. Also a little bit too good. And you can see exactly what Clayster's game plan is. Someone at some point will challenge bedroom. He's going to be ready for it, or he's not going to be ready for it. Gets the worst possible timing. Attach, though, is able to pick up a kill.
2 versus 1. Clayster and Enable up against Karma. Karma going to check towards this low side. Hasn't been spotted. Doesn't make it a 1v1 as of yet. The player actually gets out with his life. It's a worst case scenario. 1-on-1. Active camo gets used, though. Beautifully read by Enable. Those payload abilities coming into play in the end. We'll see it again from Enable's perspective. He gets out with his life. Reads it like a book. Karma did have rewind, but
hardcover is Clayster.
You don't know it's time to use it. 5-4. FaZe now 1 round away from going up 2-0.
And that's rough, too. He was a bullet away from being able to get that clutch. Either way, though, backs against the wall. Optic Gaming already down 1-0 in the series. Obviously, a must-win round. Looks like they're going back to B. So far, though, FaZe, they get aggressive by this B bomb side on defense, and they've seen quite a bit of success.
Already 1 payload used. That's going to be attached, getting out with his life for the moment. Crim6 with first blood. It's exactly what Optic Gaming need. And look, it's pushed FaZe back. This objective now opened on up. Do Optic Gaming read it correctly? They do. Scump will go ahead and plant it. He'll earn that reactive armor for this round if needed. Optic Gaming just need to play this one the way they know how to close this round on out. Formal, probably going to be the first one to get into engagement here as he's going to get calls to the scene, but he needs help. 3v2 now.
Well, really, if you're Optic Gaming, you want this round win without burning any of those payloads as well. So you want the cleanest round you possibly can. Karma's able to pick up a kill, and it looks like it's just going to be that 1v3. FaZe was able to get one. He's going to get traded out for the second. So we're going to round 11. Could you ask for anything more? A 4-point game or something like that in the hard pointer. I think it was 12, actually. And now round 11 in the S&D. And again, you got to keep an eye on those payloads.
Vegas is waking up, folks in the venue. If you're ready for this round 11, make some noise. Oh boy, it's FaZe on offense. What do they try to do? Is there another trick up their sleeve? And oh no, this one's gonna go quick. It's an overdrive right away from Clayster, and he's realizing Optic Gaming are here. It's somehow 2 kills for FaZe. Crim answers with one of his own. Optic Gaming in the 2 versus 3. They're going to back on up. Karma will challenge. 2 versus 2. There's one player just on the other side. Crim6 gets the kill as well. It's a 1v2. Clayster by himself. He's pinned in the corner. One-on-one. Karma gets the kill. And look at Scump in the camera's face. Optic Gaming, no, the shot call works out. Woo-hoo-hoo! This rivalry makes me happy to be an American.
Oh, God, that poor cameraman. He just doesn't deserve it, man. Scump is getting hyped.
Do we have a wipe for that lens? I think he spit on it a little bit. Or is that me?
And he's jacked, too. Like, you got to buff Scump. Flexing and screaming, getting excited, tying up this series at 1-1. And what a play at the end to finish it as well. The play call from FaZe, for a moment, worked beautifully. The aggression with the overdrive comes in. They get the first 2 kills, and Scump doesn't even get that kinetic off. Karma and Crim6, though, the 2v4 clutch. We saw quite a few clutches that game, and that's what matters most. We needed Crim6 to step up. He did exactly that, and again, Karma continuing his impressive performance on Championship Sunday.
This series so far living up to what we want to see, because you think of that hard point, 1 push, the difference for Optic Gaming winning and losing that map. FaZe take it by 12 seconds overall. Then in the search and destroy, 1 kill is the difference as FaZe drop that one 5-6. Optic Gaming clutch up, led by Scump's 9-7 2-plant performance.